This episode of the Young Turks is brought to you by WestHost, offering premium web hosting since 1998. Go to westhost.com/TYT for 25% off. WestHost! WestHost, WestHost! Now, we've been telling you about a lot of different abortion laws that are being proposed throughout the country by Republicans. They are clearly on the warpath here. There's an outrageous law we told you about in Georgia where they would punish women who have miscarriages. Women would have to prove that they didn't intentionally do it, and they could possibly face life sentences and even the death penalty if they couldn't prove that their miscarriage wasn't done on purpose with what they called, quote, human involvement. So now there's many, many extreme laws throughout the country. The one in Georgia is the one that I found to be the most shocking. But there were other proposals for allowing people to call killing abortion doctors justifiable homicide. One was proposed and knocked down. Another one, I believe, has popped up in another state. And it goes on and on and on. It's even tough to keep up. But there's a new one in Virginia that's passed the legislature there. It's now going to go to the governor, and the governor's also in favor of it and said that he will sign the bill, and then it will go to regulators to see how they enforce it. But what they want to do is they want to treat the private clinics as hospitals. Why? Because if they're treated as hospitals, a different set of rules would apply to them, and it would, in effect, shut down 17 of the 21 abortion clinics in Virginia, thereby making getting an abortion in Virginia nearly impossible for a lot of the citizens in Virginia and very, very hard for the others. Now, how would they shut them down? They wouldn't say, hey, you can't do business anymore. They would say, well, it turns out your requirements for hallways are much larger in a hospital. So your hallways are too small. Sad day for you. You're going to have to knock down the whole building. Another requirement is you don't have a cafeteria. You need a cafeteria, so you need to build a cafeteria. Some of these renovations could cost up to $1 million, maybe even more. You don't have the right staffing requirements. Your doorways are not the right size. Now, do you really believe that the people in Virginia that passed this law give a damn what the size of the doorways are? No, obviously they're trying to shut these clinics down. Now, of course, when you ask the Republicans, they say, oh, no. We just want cleaner, safer procedures. No, you don't. You don't want the abortion at all. So regulating the size of the doors has nothing to do with it. In fact, one of the people that it was asked is an anti-abortion activist. She's with the AAA Women for Choice in Manassas. By the way, do you get that? They call themselves Women for Choice when they're against choice. It's so Orwellian, so Republican to do that. So this woman, Susan Hayes, says, look, dental clinics and even barber shops have more regulations than these clinics. Saying, in essence, these clinics need more regulations, and we're doing it, to make sure that they're on the up and up. But then her second quote tells you the real reason why they're doing it. She continues, we support these regulations, and it's the first push to stop the legalization of killing babies. So there you go. In reality, obviously, these regulations are to stop abortions. By the way, of course, abortions, I got to keep reminding people and Republicans of this, are legal in this country because of Roe versus Wade. And it is illegal to try to block them, as they are clearly trying to do in Virginia. Now, this bill is not just proposed, it has passed. The governor will sign it. It'll be the new law in Virginia. It will then go to a board to see which of the regulations they need to adopt and how much like hospitals do they need to be, how big does their cafeteria need to be, and hopefully the board will take reasonable steps, not unreasonable steps. That's not a great hope to have, but they say some of the board members were picked by the former Democratic governors, so there's a little bit of hope in that regard. But the minute that they have more Republicans on that board, or even enforcing this current law, a lot of the abortion clinics in Virginia will get shut down, and access to abortion will clearly be limited, and in a way that I think, according to Roe versus Wade, will be clearly unconstitutional. And that is their purpose. They're trying to find every single way they can to get around Roe versus Wade and make sure people can't get abortions no matter what the law of the land is. If that's what you like, hey, the Republicans are delivering for you. If that's not what you like, well, then you should think twice before you vote for a Republican anywhere. And at West Host offers web hosting for 19 cents a day. You can't get cheaper. That's
Right.
ridiculous. And you could do web host transfers. Like you got a website, boom, transfer.
For free. You have 24/7 support.
60-day money-back guarantee. Well, then you literally can't lose. 25% off if you go to westhost.com/TYT.
You know what I think about that? I think West Host.
West Host.